Hey,
Savage AF, man. You know what it is. Forget your feelings, facts matter. We're gonna do the business really quickly today, so we can talk as much as possible. It's gonna be a shorter episode, but we're here for you Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, live on YouTube and Facebook at the same dang on time. We are your hosts. I'm Black Pedro. This dude right here.
and I am Deno Clemente.
See,
Hey, I like to play baseball.
when the ball she go boom.
I like baseball.
So if you ever miss us live, just know that our YouTube channel has all of our episodes archived. YouTube.com/C/SavageAF World is right there. When you get there, man, make sure you subscribe, get notified. Okay.
Right, you'll scroll down to the bottom and you'll go, what do I do? What do I do? And it'll tell you. Bing! You press the bell, and it'll give you alerts when we're on, and then you can tell your friends, and then you can get nude and watch us in the, watch us in the bathtub, and whatever way you do it. If you like to do it in the bathtub, that's fine. If you like to stand in your living room and watch Savage AF, but while you're doing it, you go, you know what? What do I do with my thumbs? I'm standing here naked, don't know what to do. This is what you do with your thumbs. The thumbs up because it helps the algorithm.
All right. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's where you put those thumbs. Also, if you're not on YouTube, maybe you're a Facebooker, Savage A dot, you want to put a dot there, F dot on Facebook, Savage A dot F dot, easiest way to find us. More important than air itself, and especially even in these troubled times that we're going to talk about.
Soon we won't have much air, but
Yeah. Instagram, though, you got to follow us on the Grizam. Thank you, Ms. Am. At Black Pedro, at Comedian Shane. You see him you see it right here for you right there. You see it over in his corner. You see it right there in your face. Also on Threads, same name, different game. Also, different name, same game, Blue Sky. At Comedian Shane, at Black Pedro. Those are the handles. See if you can handle them. And tell your friends about it. You know what I'm saying? Your friends. Speaking of friends, we got some in the building. Thank y'all for being here.
yeah.
Give shout outs to Damani Jones, Lady Hazel May, Ms. O. Williams, Compton's finest, Sean Stubbs. I see you. Nicole H, welcome back. LG. All right, man. Okay, I see y'all, man. Okay. All right. Savage AF. We're moving fast. So
We're gonna move fast. Imperious Rex.
We're not quite cursing yet, but Savage AF, forget your feelings.
Well, that's profanity. Imperious Rex is profanity to some people. Also, facts and logic is profanity to the dumb goat-fed MAGA. Because I just argued on TikTok with this MAGA person. I got to the point where I was like, "You lucky I can't call you everything I want to call you, but you's a bitch." And then I just stopped. Yeah, because it was horrible. It was trying to talk to a fish, and the fish is looking at you. They're the worst people in the world, and I hope that they all get herpes simplex 10.
This Ramon. Gina Emerson, hugs right back. Breezy JJ's, I see you. All right, y'all. Savage AF, forget your feelings, facts matter. We're going to talk about one quick thing today because I know, for those who don't know, both Shang and I live in, Los Angeles.
Is that how you say it? Los Angeles.
Los Angeles in the.
And do you like but Pedro? Do you like baseball?
Hey, see when the ball she go. Boom.
Hey, I know that you like baseball. Anybody that doesn't like baseball, you're a communist.
More fun to watch live, but for real, LA is on fire right now.
Boom, boom, boom.
Not really an exaggeration to the point in which, like, Shang and I live in what would be known as the flatlands. Like, we're not in the hills.
Flatlands. You made it sound like we're like black Vikings. We live in the flatlands.
Yeah, but central part of LA. I can see the Hollywood Hills from my place. I can see Baldwin Hills from my place. That's the Black Beverly Hills.
Wow. For the people that didn't know. But I just want to let you know that there has been 5 people, unfortunately, passed away from the virus.
Sixth passed.
It's 6 now. It's 6 now.
Up to 6.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, I think that it's going to be more because when I saw, I was driving, I had to drive around, and it's crazy to see it all make it all the way down to Hollywood. Um,
Yeah, I mean, so that's the thing, right? When I say LA is on fire, like for real, it's like I'm not being dramatic in the sense that usually the fires that happen up and down California are like not this close to LA. So a couple days ago when it was like Pacific Palisades and Malibu, I was like, damn, like, that's like West LA and the beach. And I'm like, oh wow, that's pretty close.
right.
And then like yesterday morning I woke up and there was like just plume of death cloud floating over my neighborhood.
Yeah, it's bad, and
Where
also,
you can see where it's starting and coming from just based on the pattern of the cloud. And I'm like, oh, that's the Altadena fire. I was like, well, I mean, Altadena isn't like, I wouldn't call it close to where either of us live, but
yeah,
in terms of LA fire,
that's pretty bad.
that's
Yeah.
pretty damn close. And then
Um,
last night, my roommate came home and was like pretty, a little frantic. I was honestly like not crazy, but just like, yo, like Hollywood is fucked up, Fairfax. And then I realized like I got a homie in the Palisades that had to evacuate his family and another one in the Hollywood Hills. But when it's like that Hollywood sign in the hills up here, like that's up the street from here. Like that is like 2 miles from my house and where you live, dude. Like
yeah.
that's close. And I'm
This
like,
is the
oh,
part. This is the part of it. Now, one, this is a bad thing that's happening. We got an incoming president that's already talking shit about it, trying to blame it on the Democrats, trying to blame it on, it's their fault. They set the fires and all kind of other bullshit. And I want y'all to know, fuck you to your face, fuck your face, and fuck your mother's face.
okay.
In fact, if you got an aunt, which would be your mom's sister, fuck her
Oh, yeah.
face too.
Oh, yeah.
The bottom
Will
line
you,
is, why
will you
would you?
accept the father's sister?
All right, yeah, a father, sister, help your father and his
On either side.
on either side, because for you to try to blame something like this and try to use political points to get over on the Democrats, where you already fucking won, you should be in jail, bitch, but you won and you're still doing that. You absolutely are just like an asshole when you're not trying to take over Greenland by force, when you actually insinuate that. And then you say California don't matter. Let me tell you something, you silly bitches. All you people in the middle states too. If California and New York decided not to give you money, you know what y'all be doing? Lord of the Flies. Half you motherfuckers be eating each other. You right? So shut up. You be eating your children.
Start fire.
You be eating your children and all kind of shit. How what? People
Well, I
are
mean, that's how they play politically. But to be honest, like it has become highly politicized. But before I get too deep into the political side of this stuff, we do want to just not only to the ones who have lost their lives and who lost loved ones, but I mean, like 10,000 homes have been lost and like hundreds of thousands of acres have burned. I'm not even the capitalist guy, but like it's a lot of like really valuable property,
right. Palisades is a very, very expensive area. Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
now like not there, like completely burned down. And like insurance companies have canceled people's fire insurance.
Yeah. State Farm canceled 50,000 people mysteriously before this happened.
Which is just crazy because like, so, condolences to those families too who have lost homes.
Loved ones. Yeah.
Also, though, I think we are in a climate where some of these properties burning down. Like I said, I know people who live in some of these areas that are doing well, but I know they worked hard and I know where they came from. But I heard also at the gym this morning, a lot of dudes talking like, yeah, so and so lost their home. I mean, they live in Vegas now. They have other properties, but yeah. And you're like,
and it's hard to have empathy for some of these people.
House. In the days of CEO assassinations, some of these houses, you're like, yeah, now you know what it's like. but you don't wish that on anybody, and far too many.
You don't. Well, Pedro. Before you say don't wish it on them, slow down.
It happened. You don't even
pause. I'm saying it's hard to have empathy when a person goes, "Yeah, it's too bad, but luckily I had my spaceship I had built, and I'm gonna fly to Venus." Yeah, I mean,
So not everybody but those are smaller cases. I really believe.
Right, it's not everybody.
The majority of people who lost their homes are people who lost, their home, their single home, the place where they live, where they raise family. It was passed down from their parents and whatnot. So,
right.
And that's how you build wealth in America. So to see that gone for so many people at once, whether you're even rich or poor, is remarkable. It's one of those things. It's just like it is the definition of tragedy. So shout out there. Also, fuck insurance companies for canceling policies based on weather shit. Like, where we all supposed to live, in a tunnel? Weather happens though. You're gonna have to pay for it. You're gonna have to.
And the thing is, for you to say Biden didn't go down to Florida when Florida had that situation and get people put money into it and help, whereas right now Trump, that bitch, he actually said that he would hold funding back away from California because they insult him and he doesn't like Gavin Newsom. And you know what? Fuck you, man. This ain't about that right now. He can't even be presidential enough to set aside his fucking feelings and act like a little bitch and go, well, California didn't act nice to me. And they're a blue state, so I don't like it. Okay, stop it. Red states have had bad tragedies from weather and all kind of shit because they don't believe in global warming or front teeth. And the bottom line is, well, I don't know if they believe in front teeth. They front just don't. Good for you though, man. They don't have them. You corn on the cob eating bitches. But this is a fact.
JRANYC says, did you see actor James Wood crying on television about losing his home when this was the same moron who was celebrating the destruction of Gaza? What goes around comes around. Some people reap what they sow. Again, many people did not deserve this, but some of you're kind of assholes and go fuck your third house. But that being said, you brought up Newsom and the politics involved in this.
Yeah.
There are, a lot of, it's not just the Trumpty Dumpty MAGA side that's doing it, but a lot of people are speaking out and are upset with Governor Gavin Newsom and Mayor Karen Bass, for, I guess, just the sort of preparation part of this. Karen Bass cut fire department funding apparently, or
$17 million, but it was let's say when people say that, don't just say that, say the fact that she was pressured by the conservatives to give more money to the LAPD, which got $183 million. Also Fox, also the fire department, even though it was $17 million, gets $148 million. So it was like 2%, 3% that they cut it. And so it wasn't like something like there wasn't enough firemen. It's a water situation because there was too many different holes in the fire hose, and the pressure couldn't go to everybody. So it's a huge fire.
There is a lack of fire men and women to fight this.
Yeah, but people are coming in from other cities. Yeah,
and they're also, of course, using slave labor.
Right. Don't forget that.
From prisons where some of these firefighters are going to be, coming from prisons and getting paid like $10 a day, up to somewhere between $5 and $10 a day, not an hour.
Fight this shit
to save the homes.
This looks like some dragon slayer shit. Look at this. Look at this picture. Come on, y'all.
Now you brought up the water situation, and apparently fire hydrants in certain areas are coming up dry. And this is one of the main things that the mob is jumping on Newsom and Karen Bass about, Mayor Karen Bass and Governor Gavin Newsom.
Absolutely.
But I came across a clip, and I just recently started following this handle called Perfect Union. And they have some informative stuff, and from there you can go look up whatever you want to after that. But they put together some longer videos, and more journalistic segments. and one that came across my feed as we talk about, this sort of water crisis in, the driest state that's only gotten like 0.16 inches of rain in the past like year and a
Which
half.
is crazy, man, that we live in this whole shredded weed ass place.
Yeah, but the reality is, this segment I got from Perfect Union, and I reposted it, so it's up. It's my latest post on my IG right now at Black Pedro. Follow that and take some time. It's maybe it's a 10-minute video, but it talks about this billionaire couple, the Resnicks, Stuart and Linda. And Linda apparently was a child actor, and her father was a movie mogul or whatever. And
Also in the Klan. No, I'm just
I'm sure. Yeah. But they got rich
I'm fucking
together
around.
and bought a pistachio farm and eventually became the company Wonderful. The pistachios and the pomegranate juice, Wonderful. So that they're the people behind that. But apparently they own 60% of California's water, just those two as an entity in the state or whatever, and they own so much water to feed their agricultural lands. You had a bill, and I really encourage you to watch the video. But you had a law that was like canceled that would have allocated agricultural water to cities during crises like this, and instead makes cities like LA now buy water from these private entities, and they just have the water. So when we talk about a water crisis, like California's got water, two motherfuckers own 60% of it,
Right.
and they're profiting selling it back to us while the hills burn. And maybe they lost a seventh house on it or whatever. I don't know. But
well, I know this.
like,
I know this.
In my post, I was like, before we go blaming Gavin Newsom and
Let's
Karen
blame
Bass,
them too.
let's consider all the factors. Where is the water? If there's no water, we ain't got no water. You first faucet dry? No, we got water. It's just sequestered under the ownership, the majority of it, by these two people. And
Wow.
the state can't get it to
Well,
us.
I know that I've been investing in buying a portion of the air around. Yeah. So just
I'm investing in deep breaths right now.
Right.
And the yawning market. So when you get to breathing heavy and yawning, I know what you mean.
Guess
Shane.
what? You got to give right. Anybody that when your eyes are a little irritated and you start having a little drip of water coming out your eye or tears, guess who just bought that? This guy. So you're gonna have to give me money every time you feel a little sniffly and little tears coming out. Every time, write a check to me, and I don't mean shank bucks. I mean cash bucks. Plus, y'all already owe me money because I told you Trump wasn't going to jail, even though he is still going to be sentenced December 10th because the judge said suck our dicks. It ain't happening.
Don't worry. Right now I'm heavily invested in sweat technology,
which is big. That's
we're
smart.
looking at ways of capturing your
That's
sweat
smart.
and then reselling it, filtering it, reselling it back to you, and keep your.
I actually have a spice mine that I just invested in.
Yes.
So and I don't mean the spice you put on thing. I mean the spice that makes you go through intergalactical, that kind of spice.
Nicole, blame everybody. There's a whole ocean by LA.
Well, no, some of the planes are actually dipping into the ocean, and the places that are on the coastal part of California, they are trying to put the fire out. The problem is, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, and I could hear it outside my window. The wind was kicking up so hard, 80 miles per hour in some areas, that it was blowing the fire so fast the firemen couldn't contain it. So,
also, in high winds like that, helicopters can't fly.
Right, so it's more difficult.
They weren't able to fight with that method during the high wind part.
It's been bad.
It has died down a bit now. So,
but you didn't you hear it when it was like There was trucks that tipped over on the 405 because of the wind.
Everywhere, dog, all over.
Yeah, all over. But right now, the fire to make it to Hollywood um, is kind of crazy.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
and Runyon Canyon, ain't nobody gonna be running up there unless you're running away from the fire, because that shit was on fire. A friend of mine, Nick Alexander, is a comedian. He actually had the thing where they had to evacuate, and a couple other people, apartments. Their apartments had so much smoke inhalation that they couldn't go back to it because it has to be cleared out. So it's not nice out here. So
like this is the realest one for me, because like I said, these things are usually way outside of LA and like just not this close at all. But like when my roommate came back last night and was like, "Yo, like at Fairfax and Hollywood, that shit is on fire." I'm like, "What?" And then I started looking up maps of the areas, and I'm like, "Wait a minute, dog. This is Beverly Hills on through to the beach, and Hollywood just above where we are, like just north of where we are." Like,
all right, I opened my window.
It's a with traffic, a 10-minute drive to get to
without
Hollywood.
traffic, maybe 6, if that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I
like,
opened my window. I have big windows, and I opened my window, and there was a dragon just wait, and I looked at him and said, "Don't you do it? Don't you do it?" And luckily, I speak dragon speak because I listen to Dragon Rock, and they were like, "Oh, hey, he likes our music," and he flew away. But
you gotta dye your hair white next time you meet a dragon. Dye your hair white and change your last name to Valerian.
And then
that's a House of Dragons.
But if for you people that don't know, and if I did have a dragon, so many people would be in trouble. Oh, y'all would. You think stuff is burning up now? I'd be burning up some people. I'm gonna keep it real. I have problems. I got a lot of problems, issues.
Also, there is another factor of like, even though some of these homes are like, multi-million-dollar mansions, like there are situations where artists are renting rooms out of those places. So we can make fun of the billionaires for losing some, equity and capital, but also there are just like a bunch of struggling artists who might have been, just living in that area. You know what I'm saying? Nick's a comedian like us, right? Just living in Hollywood, holding down an apartment.
Well,
he said this shit was surrounded by trees. Like, you're sitting duck, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that, so
you're sitting duck.
There's just a lot of innocent people who are, people who will financially be absolutely devastated. I'm interested to see though how the market really reacts and what, not just the local and state government does, but this incoming federal government, what Trump does to save LA. Because like this is, and you got people who haven't worked in like 2 years because of,
writer strikes and
so man, this is gonna take dollars on the federal level to be thrown at this town.
But guess what? We got a new president, and for all you cucks that actually voted him in, I still hate you. I'm gonna hate you forever. I'm never gonna forgive you. I'm never gonna forgive you for this shit. The people in Greenland that watch our show, because we're big in Greenland, I like the fact y'all said Greenland's not for sale. Suck our dicks. That was quote, by the way. I don't want y'all to think that I just right. I don't want you to think I embellished. And also Canada said, "What's up? You trying to make us a state? You don't put military action off the table? Suck our dicks. We ain't going for that." Panama Canal. I talked to some people down there, and they said, "It ain't happening. Bring it."
Panama Canal.
Yeah.
Maya Baker says insurance companies canceled coverage in the area, so no rebuild. Oh, there'll be a rebuild, Maya.
Yeah.
It's about who's going to get the money to do it.
I'm gonna tell you who's gonna do it. I talked to another dude, and BlackRock is already scanning it.
Man, come on. They've sent Jason Bourne to take out whoever stands in the way of the next How they gonna gentrify the nice part of Hollywood too? But they're gonna do it.
Yeah, Hollywood fitting to be firewood. That's you know what?
It's too soon, Damani.
No, that was a little
I can
soon.
smell the smoke.
Yeah,
Okay,
that was
come on, bro.
yeah. You know what? That was a lot what you just did, and I'm feeling a certain way about it. But I'm all right with it because it was good. It's a good joke.
Could you
It's
imagine if that shit came down the hill and just like started ripping through the city?
yes,
Like, bro, that shit would be
it's a wrap.
rhapsody on because the palm trees ain't got nothing but oily ass seeds in them. Them shits are just fucking fire sticks in the sky.
Yeah, that's all they are.
Taking the drop leaves of
You know
death.
what? Those are torches. Um, yeah, but actually, Trump does hate Newsom, and he tries to be a little good luck. But guess what?
I was trying to
Uh,
be positive, Maya.
yeah, but Newsom said some gangster shit. If you try to rock out with us like that, guess what? All the funding we give to South Dakota, North Dakota, all of these places in the middle of the country,
Oh, you
and
want to
also
hold
you want to do that. Guess who won't be getting
Chief.
funding?
Yeah.
Yeah, funding for your front teeth.
Yeah.
You South Dakota racist bitches. I swear to God, man, I'm so I think what was the other day? It's been a minute. I did a set and this dude, Trump supporter, yelled at me, says, he's the best thing ever happened to this country. And I just got into it with him. I'm like, fuck my set. You got to get the business. And these people actually are cheering on the fact that Hollywood is burning, that California is burning, and not, no empathy for the fact these people are losing their homes. Not people like James Wood, because I don't have any. It's hard to have empathy for these maggots. I can't. I'm trying, but it's too late. I mean, and especially you Latinos that said he's going to kick out the band Latinos, not realizing they can't differentiate. They don't differentiate with you silly.
Miu says, "Hey y'all, my old house in Altadena burned down. My old neighbors are okay, but they told me the whole neighborhood burned down. I'm really sad for the loss of memories. I'm sorry to hear that, Miu. That and this is the sad part. I know we talk a lot of shit, and we can turn anything into a joke on this show, but there is some real ass tragedy going down." And there is part of me where they're like 0% of the fires are contained. I'm like, yeah. Like, am I gonna wake up to some sirens and shit? Like, come out of your house, bro. I got the bug out bag is ready.
Yeah.
The guns are in the mission bag. Like, if I gotta just pick up and run to the car real quick,
Well,
go dive in the ocean.
we're doing a short show here today, but I wanted to let y'all know there's a lot of people that really are going to need help. I just got an email from a couple of different clubs that are asking they're going to be needing some assistance. But I'm going to tell you right now, the federal government has to come to the rescue or the aid of California, because California and New York are a huge part of the funding for the middle of the country, and all you people in the South and Texas and all in Alabama and in North Carolina, roll your head up like a helicopter. All you bitches.
That was Black North Carolina. You talking
Okay.
about other North
Yeah,
Carolina?
I'm telling you, all of you motherfuckers that's trying to act like you happy about Cali burning, you don't get it. You're gonna be damaged too, bitch. Because the money's that funding that come from California, blue state, and New York, blue, is going to you. And if we're fucked up, you fucked up. Now everybody's fucked up. Now, if you look under your chairs,
Right?
yeah, if you look under your chairs, you fucked up. You fucked up. You fucked up. We
fucked.
all fucked up.
All right, well, but we did want to check in. Like yesterday, I had power was out, so
my shit, my lights flickered. I went, hey, it's cool. What is that?
So it's affecting us all in many ways. I do believe that our specific areas will be okay, Shang, but who the fuck knows? But the winds
I might be running down the street with a backpack and see you running beside me. Hey, did they you too, nigga? What the fuck? That happened? I'm telling you, I really do believe that it's gonna be worse in the outer line areas, but I don't think that, because we're in such a dense area. But then again, Hollywood.
That's the problem, though.
Yeah, Hollywood took an
L.
L.
It's so dense that you get a couple of houses and some wind blowing, and that shit's coming right down the street like the express bus. But listen, we are both okay. Everybody that I know personally is physically safe. Some properties are in jeopardy, but life comes first, family comes first.
Yeah.
But we're okay. And the goal is to be back tomorrow. You won't be, huh, Shane? Friday or
Well, I'm
Thursday?
gonna be back. Yeah, I'm good.
You will be okay. I got you then.
But yeah, we're gonna. This is a short in and out show. Please, please, please. I'm not a religious dude, so I don't say pray, but send out good vibes that this shit will be rectified. Hopefully, the fires will be tamped down, and we won't have to worry about living in a hellscape.
Yeah.
Damn.
Savage AF, man. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. We'll be back at you guys tomorrow.
And hopefully I'll have a show Sunday. I'm not sure yet, but I got 2 shows at the Laugh Factory. I was supposed to do one. Now I got added on 2. It's called Chocolate Sundays. Laugh Factory, Hollywood, California. I'll be there Sunday. And also next month, if you happen to like to go on a trip, I'll be doing in Cancun, Mexico, February 20th through the 24th, the Cancun Comedy Festival, Laugh Out Loud Comedy Festival. Tickets and packages will be on my website, iamshang.com, and come down there with some other funny comics. If you feel like taking a trip or getting out of America where ignorance is just running rampant, just like these fires.
You know what it is, y'all.
Yeah.
In the meantime, in the between time, we'll see y'all. Deuces.